The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
It's The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Mostly Steve, of course. But,
yeah, right.
You drag me right along like a what?
I don't know. Like an old Mustang, Tom.
Like
I don't
an
know.
old Swedish pimple that's being jigged in the water.
Yeah. That's it. Look at you, Swedish. Look at you pulling out the, Panther Martins, the hula popper.
The hula popper was my favorite.
Rappel, or is it Rapala?
Well, I tell you, when you get a bass that hits that hula popper,
yes, there is an adrenaline rush because you're always just like in a coma,
right? And then all of a sudden,
then boom,
Right? And there's nothing like that, when it's all quiet in the morning and you're dragging that hula popper and it's going. Bloop, bloop,
yep,
bloop, and then all of a sudden, bam!
That was very good. The sound effect. That was very good.
Yes, I'm known for that.
That was pretty good. We should do more radio, Tom.
Oh, good golly. George Powers is with us. He's the owner of Powers Accounting and Payroll Made Simple. Why does anyone try to do their own payroll, George? I don't get it.
That's a really good question. There's no need to do it. Very few people do their own anymore.
It's a control thing.
No one knows
right?
how to do it. A lot of folks figure it saves them some money. The reality is it's one of the more cost-efficient outsourcing because it's hugely competitive. Lots and lots of people will do it.
Yeah.
There's good software out there. There's good people. We try to offer a little bit more human touch to the process than just a software package, which a lot of them are.
Right.
But you're right. It doesn't really make a lot. You make one mistake, and you've paid for a whole year's worth of payroll services.
Yeah, Tom did that with his children.
Why?
Made a mistake with the children or paying the children.
And for the next 18 years.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Okay.
So, well, George, at this time of year, what are you dealing with your clients?
We're coming off, obviously, the April 15th tax deadline. We are pushing to get some people's done that didn't get in or didn't get done on time to finish up some of those. So we're kind of polishing up some of the tax stuff because the tax season just gets longer and longer every year. And then we're switching over and doing mid-year reviews with our monthly clients where we sit down and we have conversations on how 2026 is going. Do they need to do some taxes? Do they need to pay some PTET tax? Is their profitability doing well?
What was that abbreviation? The PTET? What
PTET, pass-through entity tax.
Okay, what is that? Do I pay that?
Yeah, you do actually, Steve. You do. It's a tax that you can pay. You can pay New York State tax on your pass-through entities, deduct that tax off the federal income tax, and get a credit on your personal return. It's a little bit more than that, but trying to be simplify the explanation. It accounts for the change in the itemizing of the state income tax at the federal level from a few years ago, that less people itemize their taxes on their individual return. So many states have allowed you to deduct the state income tax through your pass-through entities and deduct that on your business return. And effectively do the same thing you used to be able to do as itemized deductions.
Okay, so Tom, can you explain what he just said?
No, absolutely not.
So maybe there's a reason why guys like him have a job.
Yeah.
It's a good tax. If you make a good profit, it's a good thing to do. It's a good tax deduction for businesses.
Yeah, I would just go to somebody like George. I've had some conversations with people about this Mamdani down in New York City, and they really feel like it's going to affect us up here in upstate New York. Well, can you tell me the good, the bad, the ugly with that?
I know he's got a lot of, I guess I'll say, interesting ideas. I'm not sure how he's going to pay for a number of his ideas. He has talked about trying to get the state to help him, and I know Hochul has not been unwilling for that. I think one of the greatest challenges we have in New York State, and I would say this in other states if the other party was in charge, we have one party is in charge of the entire government in the entire state. Anytime one part, in my opinion, I'm a great believer in two-party system in our politics because it slows things down.
Yes,
and less gets done, which is usually a benefit. Less government to me is better government, and unfortunately, we have one party that runs the state at this point in time, and they don't slow down on some of the changes they make. They don't always think through.
Right.
We have, I think, a disaster with a recent. They've done a forced retirement account at the state level for businesses that are over 10 employees.
Wait,
and I think it's a disaster. coming.
Okay. So that's the one where the government came and said you have to offer the structure for a 401k or whatever that is.
It's not a 401k, which is worse. What they came in and
it's worse than I thought, Tom.
What they said is, okay, if you have 10 or more employees, if you have less than 10 employees, you're exempt. But if you have 10 or more employees, we don't exactly know how they count their employees. That's a different question they haven't answered. Then you are required to either offer a retirement plan or participate in the New York sponsored plan,
of course,
which is what that is, and then it automatically elects employees into the plan. And what it is, it's a Roth retirement, and a Roth IRA. You say, well, what's wrong with the Roth IRA? Nothing. But now you've got employees that may not want it; they're going to be forced into it. What are you going to do with that money? Do they even know that money's there? Plus, not everybody is eligible for a Roth IRA. So we got people now putting money into a Roth IRA that at the end of the year we might have to tell them, you got to take that all out. You're not eligible for a Roth IRA.
So they're saying Roth because they want their money now, as a state. So if you're going to put it in, don't put the taxes off 30 or 40 years.
Well, there's a discussion on Roth, whether it should be Roth or not. That's a completely different discussion.
Okay.
But my point is that not everybody is eligible for the Roth. So if you're not eligible for the Roth, you got to take it out before April 15th, and so you're not fixing anything. And so they haven't taken any of these things into account, and they're just stuffing it down everybody's throat. I'm a great believer in retirement plans. Don't get me wrong, and I think that it's a great benefit to offer employees, and I think more and more businesses should do it. But to stuff it down businesses' throats is not the way to do it, and not this plan.
Right. Well, so like the $35 minimum wage, which some people are saying, that won't affect anything, will it, George?
I was listening to a podcast a while back, and they really did a really nice job of analyzing both sides. They said, okay, one side says it's going to lose lots of jobs. The other side says it's going to help the people that are paid less, more affordability.
Right.
And they did a whole lot of things. They said, it really doesn't do either. It just raises the people's pay. Because the whole lot of the people that are on minimum wage, not 100%, but a whole lot are minors, kids.
Right. Let's face it.
That, even if they're paid $10 an hour, they're making a lot of money.
But are we going to be paying for New York City? That's what Tom said.
That's what. That's where.
We got
the big
way off
discussion
base, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I don't know. He has his own budget, his own thing. He's got to figure out how he's going to pay for some of the things he's going to talk about. So far, I've not seen anything coming from the state.
I think because Hochul is so for him and so pro Mamdani that's why people are worried.
I would have a problem with raising my income tax to pay for New York City.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't seen anything yet. Am I going to say it wouldn't happen? No, I don't put anything past Hochul.
That's crazy.
But at this point, I haven't seen it yet. Again, he's got some interesting ideas. I'm not sure how he can pay for them.
Well, and then people that of great wealth are saying, you know what? I'm not going to live in New York. I'm going to go somewhere else.
I'm seeing it. I've got a lot of clients moving to Florida.
So you're living the dream with these people.
They do.
So in New York State, not even New York City, they're already. Did they just find out it was warm there? They didn't know that before, so why now?
They did.
Obviously the weather helps a little bit, but they're going to avoid New York State taxes.
Yeah.
I got a lot of my wealthier clients are moving or talking about moving.
And then you lose customers because of that.
No, typically we continue on doing their business, but the state loses the income tax.
Okay.
No, it is a challenge.
Okay, so if you have a business, George Powers Accounting, so gpowers.com, you can get things sorted out before you move to Florida or Tennessee or wherever people are going. Exactly. Also, the payroll service, you made a great point. It doesn't cost a lot. Why do it yourself? Or maybe, we were with another company years ago, maybe you want to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, and we communicate.
And I know that if Lori doesn't call in, and by the time you guys say, hey, did you get it? You know what? And that's cool. There's a real connection. gpowers.com, George Powers, who's really good at math. Thanks for joining us.